of straw very quickly, and he was so happy with it. But the second little pig made his house of sticks again very quickly. He wanted it made very quick.
Yeah.
But the third little pig made his house out of bricks. And he took a little longer. Good. Very good. The house made of bricks, it may have took him a little longer, but what are bricks? They're so strong, okay? That's why he took just a little longer. But one day, one day, a big bad wolf came along. He saw the first little pig in his house made of straw. And he thought, oh, what's in that house? And he said, little pig, let me in. And the pig cried, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. You can't come in my house, cried the little pig. What's going to happen? The wolf said, and I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. And what happened to the poor house of straw? What happened to it? Who can tell the stranger? It's broken, it fell apart. The straw wasn't strong enough to stop the wolf. But then the wolf decided to go to the house made of sticks. And what does he think? What does he do? Little pig, let me in, he said. And the pig cried, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, said the pig. But what does the wolf do? Can you do it with Miss Georgia? He huffed, he puffed, and he blew the house down. And what happened to the house made of sticks? When it broke and it fell apart very, very good. And then what does he do? He creeps over to what house? What house do we have left? A very strong brick house. He said, little pig, let me in. Oh, he snarled. And the little pig said, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. But what does the wolf do? He huffs, he puffs, and he blows. But, oh, what happens? Can he blow the brick house down? No, he cannot, because do you remember? What is the brick house made of? It's bricks, and it's very strong. Very good, fantastic. And it's heavier, very good. The material. Oh, and it's heavier. Good girl, very good. Okay, but this made the big bad wolf very angry. Can you show me your angry faces? Oh, that's an angry face. Let me see your angry face. K1. Oh, I like the arms crossed. Very good. Oh, hands on the hips. Very good. Oh. Now that is an angry face, Mr. Dinosaur. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, you're all so angry. Very good, fantastic. So what did the wolf decide to do? He climbs. I know, can you see? He climbs onto the roof. He sees the chimney. And he shoots down the chimney. But our third little pig 1, 2, 3. Live happily ever after. Wow. Can you show me your happy faces? Let me see your happy faces. Oh my goodness. You all look so happy and so beautiful. Excellent. Fantastic. You listened so well. And you've made Miss Georgia and all of your teachers so happy today for listening well. Okay. Are you ready for something really exciting? We have a little special performance. Who knows what performance means? Now that's a very big word. Performance. Performance means a show. A big show that your teachers have planned just for you today. Are you excited? Yeah! Fantastic. By the end of our show, I want you to try and tell me what show we are acting. What story is it? Oh, you might already know. You might already know. Okay, let's get ready.
What do you think happened? The second little pig built his house of sticks. Came a knocking just for kicks. Little pig, let me come in. Knock by the hair of my chinny chin chin. So we up.
No.
So he built his house strong and safe. The third little pig built his house of brick. The wolf came along and he ran inside quick. Little pig, let me come in.
Knock by the hair of my
Chinny chin chin, so we hop and he pop and he hop and he pop and he hop and he pop, but he could not blow the was awful bad. He jumped on the house. He was really mad. Little pig, down the chimney I go. But the little pig had a boiling bottle water below. Look at him go.
1 piggy, 2 piggy, 3 piggy, and there is a what? A big bad wolf. Oh gosh. Oh, later everybody, you're going to have to help Miss Georgia scare away the scary big bad wolf, okay? Will you be able to help Miss Georgia? Yes. Thank you so much. Now it's time for our listening ears because I'm going to tell you a very special story. And it's the story of the 3 little pigs. Very good. Who knows this story? Raise your hand. Give me an oink oink if you know this story. Oh, you can do better than that. Oink oink. Oink oink. Very good. Oh my goodness. You're all just little piggies too. Okay, are you ready to hear the story? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Once upon a time, there lived 3 little pigs. One day, they decided to build houses of their own. The first little pig thought it was a good idea to build a house of straw. Do you think this looks like a good house made of straw? I think, who knows, maybe. It might be a good house. It might not. No. The second little pig thought it was a very good idea to make a house made of sticks. Little sticks he found on the ground. Do you think this would make a good house? No. Who knows? Maybe the big bad wolf might know. And the third little pig thought it was a great idea to make the house made of bricks. And bricks, as we know, are very strong. Very good. The first little pig built his house of straw very quickly, and he was so happy with it. But the second little pig made his house of sticks again very quickly. He wanted it made very quick. But the third little pig made his house out of bricks. And he took a little longer. Good. Fly, very good. The house made of bricks, it may have took him a little longer. But what are bricks? They're so strong, okay? That's why he took just a little longer. But one day, one day, a big bad wolf came along. He saw the first little pig in his house made of straw. And he thought, oh, what's in that house? And he said, little pig, let me in. And the pig cried, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. You can't come in my house, cried the little pig. What's going to happen? The wolf said, and I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. And what happened to the poor house of straw? What happened to it? Who can tell us, Georgia? It's broken. It fell apart. The straw wasn't strong enough to stop the wolf. But then the wolf decided to go to the house made of sticks. And what does he think? What does he do? Little pig, let me in, he said. And the pig cried, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, said the pig. What does the
各位家長、各位小朋友，早晨啊！ 早晨，係啊，好歡迎你哋嚟到九龍真光中學。咁今日咧係我哋九龍真光中學幼稚園部我哋入學嘅簡介會。咁好多謝各位嚟到參加我哋嘅簡介會啦。咁一陣間咧，我哋都會有唔同嘅同事咧係同大家分享咧我哋學校嘅課程嘅。咁我首先介紹下自己啦，我就係幼稚園部嘅校長，我係葉靜敏校長。好歡迎各位家長。咁好，咁事不宜遲啦，我同大家講解下咧而家學校嗰個情況喎，好冇？咁咧我哋本身咧係其中嘅一個部啦，我哋就係幼稚園部嗰邊嘅，咁仲有小學啦同埋中學部嘅。咁而家你哋嚟緊呢度地方咧就係中學部啦。咁我哋有好多嘅活動咧，其實都係借中學部嘅場地咧，或者同中學部嘅教職員咧一齊咧舉行啊，或者一齊做嘅。咁另外咧，我哋其實都同小學部有好緊密嘅聯繫嘅。譬如我哋同啲教師會有交流啦，甚至無咧我哋喺課程裡面咧有一啲嘅地方咧，我哋其實都會大家互相分享啦，同埋互相去合作咧去籌劃個課程嘅。點可以令到小朋友咧係順利銜接到小學？咁與此同時咧，其實小學部咧都會為咗我哋嘅小朋友咧會進行一啲模擬嘅面試啊，咁樣希望小朋友咧投考小學嗰陣時候咧都會得心應手嘅。咁介紹下我哋幼稚園部咧，我哋幼稚園部咧其實係半日制非牟利私立嘅基督教幼稚園嚟嘅。咁咧我哋就冇參加免費幼稚園嘅計劃嘅，咁所以咧其實就唔我哋個學費咧其實我哋都係由教育局嗰邊做一啲嘅批核嘅。咁而家呢個班級咧就係幼兒班啦、低班啦同高班嘅。咁我哋就暫時未有PM 班，即係PM 班嘅推行。咁我哋會有上晝班啦同埋下晝班啦。咁個課室容額咧就每個課室係有28人嘅。咁主要咧就由中文老師同埋英文老師咧兩個班主任咧係負責嘅。咁喺活動嗰陣時候咧都會有助教姐姐咧入去幫手。咁3級咧其實合共咧上晝班咧就會總共最高嘅容額咧就係168人，咁下晝班咧都係168人嘅。咁上課嘅時間咧上晝咧就會係上午9點鐘至到12點鐘，而下晝咧就會係1點15分至到去4點15分，咁即係3小時嘅課堂嘅。咁我哋學校咧其實有好多唔同嘅設備嘅，包括有課室6個啦、音樂室啦、圖書室同埋禮堂嘅。咁大家可以睇下學校嘅環境啦。我哋會有男女洗手間啦，有唔同嘅設計嘅課室啦，有唔同嘅主題嘅課室啦。另外就有校務處啦。除此之外咧，我哋老師會按住唔同嘅主題咧去設計啦，同埋去佈置啲扮演角啦，俾小朋友可以入去玩啦。另外就有體能活動區啦、圖書室啦同埋音樂室嘅。咁與此同時咧，其實學校個課程咧，主要都係根據咧教育局嗰個課程指引咧，我哋去編寫同埋去籌劃嘅。咁包括咧，其實除咗語文學習之外咧，就數學概念啦、生活嘅技能啦，甚至乎係體能啊、音樂啊、藝術啊，呢啲全部咧，我哋都會包含喺嗰個課程裡面嘅。咁可能家長都想知道啦，究竟咧我哋學校個課程裡面咧，包括有啲咩主題咧？嗱，其實咧我哋每一個年度咧，我哋大概會有9個唔同嘅主題嘅。咁當中裡面咧，其實我哋係每一次咧將個主題咧會係做一啲嘅深化嘅。點樣深化咧？就係譬如可能 K1 咧，我哋就會初初返學嗰陣時候，我哋會講多啲校園嘅適應啦。咁咧K2 嘅小朋友咧，可能喺呢個主題裏面咧，就會可能講多少少，可能喺個除咗校園嘅適應之外，我哋有啲咩設備啊，或者甚至乎高班嗰陣時候咧，我哋就會了解下除咗我哋幼稚園部之外，仲有小學會係點樣噶啦。咁舉個例子嚟講啦，譬如喺食物嗰方面，如果我哋同小朋友講食物嗰個課題嗰陣時候，喺幼兒班咧，我哋會係講解一啲可能食物嘅情況啦，或者係有啲食物嘅名稱啦，有啲咩食物嘅種類啦。咁到 K2 嗰陣時候咧，我哋唔單止講係關於食物㗎啦，我哋會講譬如健康啦，甚至乎運動咧對我哋嘅身體有啲乜嘢嘅影響，或者有啲咩幫助喎。咁到最後咧，高班嗰陣時候咧，我哋會更加深化嘅。例如咧，我哋會講究竟食物裡面嘅營養咧，對於我哋有啲咩影響啦，同埋咧，我哋身體嘅循環系統咧，其實係點樣運作嘅？點解我哋個肚會覺得肚餓嘅咧？點解個肚仔有時會痛嘅咧？咁我哋其實都係用同一個主題，但係喺唔同嘅年級裏面咧，做好多唔同嘅深化嘅。 咁家長咧都想了解一下咧，可能喺嗰個課程上高咧，究竟中文同埋英文嘅比例咧係幾多嘅？咁我哋其實中英老師咧同樣咧都會喺個課室裏面嘅。咁即係話小朋友咧其實係喺中文啦講中文啦，同埋講廣東話啦，同埋講英文嘅時間咧，其實都會係喺同個課室裏面發生嘅。咁我哋啲中文老師同英文老師咧，其實係唔會走課室嘅，意思即係佢唔會特別去隔離班房裏面咧需要再任教啊咁樣。咁調翻轉咧，其實就我哋中文老師同英文老師大家都會合作，係共同教一班嘅，因為佢哋咧都會係籌劃好多唔同嘅課程啦，會一齊商討啦，同埋一齊推行嘅。咁咧喺嗰個課程嘅內容裏面咧，其實大概有70% 嘅時間咧，其實都係以英語主要為授課嘅。咁而大概咧就會有30%嘅時間咧就會係中文授課嘅。咁中文授課嘅咧包括中文啦、聖經啦、有啲德育嘅課程啦，咁音樂啦、體能啦都會係中文老師會去負責嘅。咁而英文老師咧就主要係負責常識啦、英文啦，另外就會有一啲嘅體能活動啦，同埋甚至乎係一啲音樂嘅活動咧，英文老師都會有份負責嘅。咁所以其實你會睇到咧，其實我哋學校裏面咧，中英老師我哋其實大部分以英語為主嘅。其實因為我哋嘅小學咧，其實係以英文為主，咁所以我哋都想佢哋順利銜接小學，同埋咧喺課堂上高聽得懂啦，亦都係吸收到嘅。跟住落嚟咧，我就請我哋 Miss Isabella 啦 K2 嘅班主任咧去講解一下我哋嘅英文嘅課程嘅。好，唔該 Miss Isabella。
Hello, good morning everyone. Thanks for being here today. My name is Isabella and I'm a K2 class teacher and I'm excited to tell you why our school is the best place for your child. At our school, we use a method called inquiry-based learning. This means we encourage the kids to ask questions and find answers on their own so they learn to think better. We let them choose what they want to learn, which makes it special for them. They can also find new and creative ways to fix problems or challenges. One of our best parts of our program is our phonics lessons. We use a program called Letterland. It's a fun way for kids to learn letters and sounds. Children love seeing letters come to life through these fun stories. We also matches the British teaching plan and covers all the important phases, the phonics phases, from phase 1 to 6. And it helps your child to learn in the right order and build strong skills.
At the leaf begin, go round the apple this way, then add a line down so Annie won't roll away.
In K1, we help kids hear and play with sounds in words. We use letter stories to make each letter come alive. We teach children to find beginning and ending sounds in words, and we also focus on pre-writing skills to get them ready for writing. All right. In K2, we build on what kids learn in K1. So children actually learn more about letter sounds, the connections, and how to blend. We also introduce sight words, which are everyday words, snap words, that children should recognize quickly. In K3, we help kids master more difficult phonics skills, and we also focus on reading speed and spelling. So our goal is to help children become more confident. All right. Each week, we help children to build their reading skills and enjoy stories. So we give them books that match their reading skills. They start with the easier books and move on to the harder ones when they are ready. We want them to love reading, not feel forced or frustrated. Kids get time to read one-on-one with teachers, and after reading, we talk about the story together. We help them understand what they read and share ideas. What makes our reading scheme special is that each child gets time alone with a teacher. So it combines fun reading, personal attention, and good discussions. All right, now I want to introduce you to our best program for maths. Many children memorize numbers but don't get to see them. Even us, adults, we often feel anxious about maths because we didn't have the chance to learn it in a fun way. So we use Numicon because it's a hands-on way to teach maths using colorful shapes, and these amazing shapes help kids to see and understand numbers better. So this makes learning interesting and less about just numbers on a page. So for K1, we help kids learn about shapes, numbers, to build a strong start, and we also focus on finding patterns. In K2, children explore number bonds, addition and subtraction, and we also teach the kids how numbers work together. And for K3, we introduce fractions with Numicon, and we also teach about place value, which shows how much each number is worth based on where it is. So these are our key steps. K1, learn to see and understand numbers and shapes. For K2, practicing adding, subtracting, and number pairs. And K3, they are still using Numicons to learn about the fractions and place value. So what's the benefit of Numicon? It helps kids to learn maths from simple to more advanced ideas. So it provides a good way to learn that it's hands-on, visual, and easy to touch. All right. Our general studies programs uses themes to connect different subjects so kids can see how they can fit together. Themes get more challenging as kids go from K1 to K2 and K3. This helps them to learn more each year. So in the next video, you'll see what a small group teaching day will look like in our classroom. So this video was recorded a few days ago with our K2 students, and you're gonna see them have fun, work together, and learn in a friendly settings. Let's watch.
Diggity, diggity, bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? All right. Diggity, diggity, bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Diggity, diggity, bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Yes, you do look like a star. What's this? Okay, what's that? What's that?
Mooncake. This is a mooncake. This is a moon. This is a starfish. This is a lantern.
Mooncake. Whoa. Careful. Well done.
We provide exciting activities that let kids try things out and discover new ideas. So kids practice numbers and build their math skills. They get to be engineers by making things and solving problems. And we also do fun science experiments, so this way they learn and understand the world around them better. We also use B-bots, which are fun little robots that teach kids about coding and directions, which helps them think in a new ways. In addition to all of this, we also include role play, so kids can act out characters and scenes from their favorite books, and music to let them share their feelings and imagination. We believe that when kids enjoy learning, they become confident and curious. That's it from me. Now I will invite my colleague, Miss Michelle, to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to True Light. I'm Miss Michelle. I'm a K1 teacher currently at school, and I just want to run through with you just a little bit about what a typical day in our school looks like for one of our students. One of our slogans of the school is to challenge ourselves to learn and grow together. What we mean by that is we're constantly challenging the children to do better, and when they face challenges, not to give up, but to be resilient and to keep trying. This starts all the way from K1 going up to K3. So we try and encourage the kids, we're there to assist them, but we try and get them to do things by themselves too. So what does a typical day at Caroline True Light look like? So when the kids first arrive from a very, within the first few weeks of them coming to K1, they learn the early first thing classroom routine. So as soon as they come into school, they all understand that the first thing they need to do is go to the toilet. So they usually put their bags down, they go to the toilet, and when they come back, the next routine is they have to deal with their homework. So that involves opening up their bags, taking out a homework folder, putting their homework in a basket, and then going to their cubbies, which have their pictures on them, and then putting it back in their bag. Now that sounds quite straightforward, and for K2 and K3 it is, because they've already fallen into the routine. But for K1 it can be quite challenging. It can be a little puzzle in the morning that gets their brains working, fine motor skills to open up their bags, opening up the folder. Then sometimes they have more than one piece of homework. They have to sort out the correct homework in the correct baskets. But it's actually unbelievable how you see these little people pick up the skills and the routine so quickly. After they've done that, it's free play time. So in the classrooms, we have a wealth of toys that they can choose from. They can go and pick up toys from the basket and have some table time. This is also a great time where the teachers, we actually get to interact with the students. We find out how they're feeling, we ask them questions, and most of the toys that they have in the classroom are education based, so it will be building toys, or it will be cooking toys for role play, or matching, or sorting. So it means that as soon as they come in, even though it's play based, they're inadvertently learning something at the same time. And it gives us a chance to have a chat with them in the morning, which is also really nice. Every day in all the classes, we have different schedules, but the components of the daily life are the same. So we all have whole class activities. So during the whole class, it's when the themes are first introduced and we talk about whatever we're going to learn about. So for example, 1 month we'd be learning about animals, so we might introduce sea animals to the children. So during that, we'd go through, in the whole group, we would introduce the topic to the children. During the daytime, we also have a small group activity. Now this one is half the class or less, and usually this one is more interactive. So it gives the children a better chance to have some more quality time with the teacher. We play interactive games and tabletop games so that the children can show that they've picked up and what we've learned in the full group lessons. Snack time. For snack time, we have aunties, amazing aunties in our school who make some very healthy snacks for the children. So the snacks could range from congee, pasta, porridge, and then we also have healthy fruit and bread as well. So the snacks are they're different every single day, and they're prepared by the aunties in-house. So usually the children will be very happy to try all the different snacks we have at school. And also they have the routine of actually learning how to set up their own little cutlery bowls, knowing if they should use a spoon or a fork. And again, this is another routine that they have to learn, and we help them at the beginning, but they pick that up very quickly and become very independent doing that by themselves also. Every day at True Light, we also have a music lesson and a PE lesson. So all in all, the kids have a very balanced day at True Light. They have a lot of fun activities, but they also do a lot of learning as well during the day. Okay, so I'm just going to break down a little bit about these lessons that I was talking about. So as I said, during these whole class activities, how do we go about teaching it? What's our approach? Often we use story-based learning, so we'll introduce a subject through a story. Often the books won't have any words. The reason for that is we want the children to interact with us, tell us what they can see in the stories, talk about how stories can, the meaning behind the story and the lessons and what they think of the books. So it already engages some interest with the class rather than it just being teacher focused and with us reading them a book. It also arouses curiosity. So it means that when it comes to our small group lesson, they've already been introduced to the topic, and it makes them start thinking and asking questions about what we've been doing. We have mind maps. So with children, the teacher can stand and talk, but if we stand and talk, often the information doesn't go in. But by using mind maps, it gives the children a visual. So it actually really helps them to pick up the key vocab that we're doing. Also, we have role play and show and tell. This is a really important way of getting the children to build up their confidence. So often, for example, last year we were doing a theme about pets. And we invited children to tell us to come up to tell us about their pets. Do you have a pet? Can you tell us the name of your pet? What does your pet look like? It means they build confidence, they want to tell us about their home life, and it means they can share something with their peers. It also means they can practice their English skills in front of the class and with the teacher also. So all of this is usually done in our whole group class lessons. Next, we have the small group lessons. Now, small group lessons are really fun for us because we get to have some really quality time with the children. So if you look at the pictures, you can see they're doing a wide range of things in the small group sessions. It could be maths-based, maths concepts. So, for example, this week we've been counting to 5. And we had some flashcards with some little bears on them. And the children had to recognize the number of the bears, so they had to count them, and then they had to use pegs to pick out the correct number. Not only did it get their fine motor skills working, but it meant they could count together and then show the teacher and say, oh, is this correct? And then we had a conversation, is your friend correct? And it just means you get engaged more with each other. It also encourages teamwork because we try to collaborate the answer together. Do you think your friend's right? Has she got the right answer? No, Miss Michelle. Okay, can you help her? And it really helps them in the small groups. It also means that they have some hands-on learning. So often in the whole group, we're teaching using the boards, and then in the small group, they get to physically touch something and physically get to count. So when we did the counting, we were using blocks and we were using the pegs. So it meant they had a hands-on experience as well. You can see here also that they're doing some other artwork as well. If we're doing a theme about pets, for example, going back to the pets, we would stay on the same theme, and we would choose some artwork that maybe they could do to match the theme that we've been doing.
All right, so let's see what we can see on the board.
Okay, I'm going to play you all a short video, and I want you to take a look at this, and then I'm going to ask you a question about the video after. So see if you can have a little look at this video, And after, I'm going to ask you a quick question about it. This is a K1 class, a small group lesson.
Right, so let's see what we can see on the board. You tell me what number it is.
1.
Number 1. Let's see what we have. 1. 1 pineapple. Amazing. What's next? Number
2.
2. Great. Let's count together. 2.
Cherry.
Amazing. Good job, girls. What comes next?
3.
My favourite. 5. 5 apples. Okay. So let's count together. Let's see if you guys can do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job. Excellent. Okay. 3, 4, 5. One cycle's a mission life. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on mine. Who can tell me if they have a circle? Come up if you've got a circle. Come and stand next to me if you've got a circle. This has no corners and it has no sides. It's curved like my shape. So can you guys say, this is a circle?
This is a circle.
Amazing. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So have a feel of your shape. Your shape. Can you feel the size? Square. Come up here if you're holding a square. Okay, so guys, I want you to say. Can we say, this is a square?
This is a square.
One more time. This is a square. Okay. So Joella, you come first for me. Okay, Joella, let's turn this one. Okay. All right. Don't open your eyes. Put your hand in, but don't pull it out. First of all, you tell me. You hold one in your hand, and you tell me what do you think it is. First guess. Is it a circle or a square? Okay, pull it out. Yay! Good job, everyone, give her a clap. Excellent. How did you know this was a square? How did you know? You could feel. You could feel the corners, right? That's how we knew. Have you got a circle or a square? Feel it. Is it curved or can you feel some corners? So what have you got? A square or a circle? A square? Let's pull it out. Oh, good job. Can everyone give Hayley a clap? She knew it was a square because she could feel the corners. Can you see? Yeah?
Okay, so if I was to ask you how long you think these students have been with us, could anyone take a guess of how long they think these students have been coming to our school? Anyone? Few months? Few weeks? You think that's the end of K1? Any guesses? Okay, so this video was taken in the 5th day of them being in the school. These kids, you know, it's amazing to see how quickly they grow in confidence just from spending a few days, especially in the small group lessons. Sometimes children, especially when it comes to speaking English, in the whole class lessons, they can feel a little bit shy. But in the small groups, they're a little bit braver to come up and try to do things. You can see, I mean, just from looking at that video, I think all of them, they were very attentive. They were listening very well. They were eager to join in, and they were really confident to answer questions. And this was literally the end of the first week of them being at our school and K1 students. So it's pretty impressive to see if they're given the right tools and they feel comfortable with the teacher, how they can actually build up their confidence to actually do that, you know. And this was in the small group. So it's just something to remember and something to watch, because it makes me really proud seeing them up there and seeing how quickly, because we all know what it's like, you know. You guys will experience it when your kids first go to school and they don't want to leave their mummies and daddies and they're sad and they, are holding on to you when they're going. But it just goes to show after a week or even 2 weeks or 3 weeks how much their confidence can grow. Okay, so as I mentioned before, every day we do PE and music. So obviously all the kids love doing PE, and the main objective of PE always is to have as much fun as possible. But what we do is every week we try to introduce a physical skill to them. So this could be something as easy as rolling a ball, jumping with 2 feet, walking on a balance beam. We feel like all these skills are really important for them to gain spatial awareness and balancing skills and build up their gross motor skills as well. So inadvertently, they're learning these skills through the games that we're playing in PE. Often we try to incorporate the themes that we've been learning in PE as well. So if you look at the picture, you can see one of the girls crawling through a tunnel. This was actually, we were having an animal theme, and we were asking them to crawl through the tunnels and pretend to be rabbits. And inside the tunnels, they had small little plastic food objects. So we were asking them to also identify the different foods, what the animals ate. So it just made a fun game that was incorporated to the theme, but it also meant they had that physical aspect where they were going through the tunnels as well. Also in PE, it means they get to build up some social skills, because sometimes we do some free play, but they also do circuit games as well. So in the circuit games, especially in K1, it can be quite challenging, but fun, because they're learning they need to wait their turn. They need to encourage their teammates. They need to cheer on their teammates when they're doing well. And these are all social skills that go through life with us. So it's very important that we cover those, even though it's a fun lesson, we try to do that as well. We also, as mentioned, have a music class every day. So in music, we're very lucky in True Light. We have a dedicated music room, which means that the kids have space for music and movement. So in the room, we have a wealth of different instruments. So it's great for the children. It's not just theory. When we're showing them new instruments, at music time, they actually get to experience a hands-on experience where they actually get to try the instruments. They get to move along. You can see from the picture, we have space for them to move around. So they follow movement. We teach them basics such as following beats and identifying different instruments. So music is very fun for them, and we're lucky in our school that we have the space that they have a dedicated music room as well. Okay, so just moving on now, generally, if you take a look at the pictures about some of the things we do at True Life, the good thing is we do a lot of fun activities during the year. So if you look at the top left picture, this is actually our family corner. It looks like an MTR, but actually the teachers have gone to a lot of trouble here, getting very creative to make it look like the MTR, but it's just a corner of the school that every month we change the themes for the children. So it encourages them to learn through role play, but we also, there's a lot of educational themes in there as well. So last year we did a clinic, and we had a receptionist who had to answer the phone and talk to people, and we had the nurse who was filling out medication, so they were counting out tablets, which were pom-poms. So it just meant that some of the learning concepts we've been doing in class is actually repeated in the role play as well. So we introduce it to them, so it's free play, but in an educational way. To the right of that picture, you can see some children doing one of our science experiments. So in this particular experiment, they were experimenting with things that were boiling. So they were playing with some pasta in some warm water to see how the pasta changes shape. So this we would do normally in a small group lesson, so the children can see the changes and ask questions and discuss more with the teacher. Below that, you can see one of our games days. We have these quite often, so again, just keeping the children, allowing them to release some energy, but also learning some new physical skills. And to the right, you can see some of our guest speakers who come to our school. So often when we have a theme, we have some guest speakers who come in. So at that point, we were talking about occupations and firefighters. So we had some firefighters come to the school and they give a talk to the children about fire safety. And you can see how much the kids look very happy to be dressed up as firemen. At the end of last year, we were doing a thing about the animal themes. We had some dog walkers who brought their dogs to school. And that was pretty amazing. The kids were so happy. They got to groom the dogs. They got to hold them on the leash. And this was all very important when they're learning about themes, to be able to physically put it into practice and listen to some professionals who come in rather than just listening to their teachers. We also think that it's important that they have outdoor trips. So in K2 and K3, every month, the children get to go on trips that are related to the theme. So you can have a look in the pictures here. You can see some of the K2 and K3 students here. The top is they went to the Space Museum and to the swimming pool that were all related. One was related to a space theme we were doing, and the other related to a summer theme. So they'd learn all the vocabs related to summer, things that you do in the summertime, and it was all linked together. So the children love that. Even in K1, we actually have trips in the second semester. So the bottom right-hand picture is K1. We were learning about plants. So we were teaching about the stem, the soil, the fact that the plants needed air and water and sun. And so when we took them to the park, we had a really fun time because they were actually able to point out the different parts of the plant and talk to us about the sun and the different flowers and the colors and everything. So they really had a fun time. Every year we also have a lot of parent activities, and this is a time where you guys get to come and see some of their school life. The top picture you can see is our family games day. This is where the parents actually get to play the games with the children. Usually it's held in the secondary school, and we have classroom activities and outdoor activities. So this is a fun time for the parents and the children to bond. The second picture is our class observation. So if you do choose our school, you'd be able to come in on the observation day and see a physical class and see how your child behaves in class and how we develop them from when they start in K1. And you can see there's the picnic day, and the bottom right-hand picture was the Parents' Appreciation Day. So on that day, the kids did a mini performance, which they were really happy to do. They sang some songs about their family. They had a little tea ceremony last year where they presented their mummy and daddy with some tea, which they thought was really fun. And then we had some classroom games, again, where they were building little craft houses and sharing something to do with mummy and daddy. So these are all things that we feel it's important that the parents are involved as well and get to share some of the fun things they do at school. At True Light, we usually have 2 stage performances for the children a year. One is for Christmas and one is at graduation time. We think that they have it here in the secondary school, and it gives the kids a chance to perform in front of their parents. It teaches them some skills about practicing and about performing on stage. And of course, it builds up their confidence to do that, and it encourages them to work as a team as well. So you can see over there, they all look very happy doing their Christmas performances and their year-end performances. And it's amazing to see how quickly they actually pick up dance routines and do the acting and everything as well. It's really fun. Every 2 to 3 years, we usually have a very big event, which is often related to a special occasion or maybe a school anniversary. So we think these things are important, not just for the children, but for the parents, because we all like to have those memories of our kids, seeing our kids on stage. And when they get to primary school, often they get a bit too busy, so kindergarten's a nice time to share that with their parents. Okay, so thank you for listening, everyone. Now I'm going to hand you over to my colleague, Miss Mew.
好，谢谢 Miss Michelle。各位家长早上好，我是教普通话的苗老师。那我们就来看看我们的普通话课程吧。好，那我们普通话课程的一个星期会有2堂，每一堂大致在25至30分钟左右。那我们的课程呢是我们的校本课程，根据我们学校小朋友的能力而编定的。这是一个螺旋式上升的校本课程，它是配合每个年级的这个学习主题，紧贴我们的课堂活动呢是紧贴学生的能力设计的。好，那我们接下来看一看，我们幼儿班、低班、高班小朋友他们会学词语、句子、故事、儿歌、歌曲、古诗文。那在 K1 的时候呢，我们还会有每堂课都会有一个律动啊，那个律动呢每一个主题完了之后呢，就会换一个更新一下。那他们呢小朋友也很厉害，虽然呢我们的这个律动啊只是在每堂课上跳一跳，但是呢他们呢不但能跳，而且能唱，非常非常棒啊。然后到了 K2 呢，我们的就会增加一部分叫做汉语拼音，这个是为了跟那个幼小衔接做准备。在 K2 的时候呢，我们会学完所有的23个声母，还有6个单韵母和4个声调，还有一些大概是10个左右的这个整体认读音节。到了 K3 呢，我们这个继续有这个汉语拼音，那我们会学汉语拼音的复韵母和鼻韵母，然后呢，在我们幼稚园阶段呢，就会学完所有简单的这个拼读。基本上到了小学之后呢，很多我听到那个小学小朋友他们家长回来看我们，他家长就会跟我们说啊，还好我们在幼稚园有学过拼音，到了小学学普通话，这个拼音这部分呢就不用担心了，是这样。好，那我们就来看一看。这个呢是我们的 K1 小朋友了，那我们肯定大家都很想知道，我们今天是9月14号是吧？还是15号？今天是，今天就是只有半个月开学。那我们这里呢是我们去年的 K1 的小朋友，他们在1个月到2个月期间已经做了大量的聆听啊，然后说一些简单的对话啊，那我们看看他们在课堂上的表现。请站起来。哦，这是我的声音有点大啊。请坐下来。耶，非常棒。嘴巴在哪里？请你贴一贴。好，莉亚，请你说说看，这是嘴巴。
这是嘴巴。
非常棒。他们的小朋友的那个适应能力很快。他们经过聆听、模仿、说话，就是很快就能够把课堂上的内容很好的掌握，这样子。好，那我们再来看一看，这是他们在K1 小朋友在唱那个我们学一些儿歌的时候呢，也会做一些扮演活动，因为小朋友特别喜欢扮演，所以我们就设计了一些扮演的活动，我们也来看一看。他们呢，很喜欢这样子的儿歌啊，或者歌曲的这个形式，特别是幼儿班的时候。那儿歌呢，很接近他们平时我们平时说普通话的这个语音语调，所以呢，儿歌在 K1 的时候呢，会有大量的儿歌歌曲这样子。好，那我们再来看一看，到了 K2 呢，我们 K1 的时候，我们学的句子比较简单，比如说，我爱吃饼干这样子一些简单的句子。到 K2 呢，我们就会有一些比较就是复句，就是比较复杂的句子了。比如说这里他们在学这个食物的这个主题的时候，他们又是会说我喜欢吃什么水果，也喜欢吃什么水果。还有呢，我们的小朋友他们很能够灵活运用，他学会了不之后呢，他就会把不放在所有的地方。他说我还会说我喜欢吃什么，不喜欢吃什么，这样子非常好。或者是呢，因为为什么要教这个不呢？因为有时候呢他们会说没有，我没有喜欢，他就 这个句子就不对了。所以我们经常会将一些日常经常会用到的句子呢放在我们学习的内容里面。好，那我们再来看一看，这个呢就是古诗文了。我们 K1 也有古诗文的。K1 呢我们会学那个《弟子规》。就是讲那个小朋友应该遵守一些什么样的规矩，在家里应该怎么样孝顺爸爸妈妈，在学校应该怎么样做这样子的。还有就是一个比较简单易明的古诗，比如说《咏鹅》这样子。那到了 K2 呢，我们就会学像《静夜思》啊，还有那个画鸡啊这样子朗朗上口的古诗文。到 K3 呢，我们就会学一些比较难一点的古诗文了，像那个我们结合了那个主题，我们学李白的那个《望庐山瀑布》，还有那个是赠汪伦这样子。这些比较有意境的古诗。那其实呢，我们的小朋友呢，他们呢就是在学古诗文的时候也是很开心的。为什么呢？因为我们会用一些比较有趣的形式，比如说讲故事啊，比如说是角色扮演啊，或者是一些竞猜游戏呀，或者是一些朗诵啊，或者是吟唱啊这样的形式去学古诗文。那他们呢，在这个古诗文的熏陶当中呢，也将来呢我深信一定会成为一位富有诗书那个气自华的人，这是我的想法。好了，那我们就再来看一看，除了古诗文之外，就是我们刚才讲到的汉语拼音了。这里呢是我们看一看有一个片段是讲 K3 的小朋友学习21个复韵母，包括9个鼻韵母，6个整体元音读音节和一些音节的拼读。因为音节拼读呢是最难的，他们学会了这些单个的韵母和声母之后进行拼读，那是我们的目的。好，那我们就来看一看。稍等一下，来，请你读一下4声。
猫毛毛帽。
很好，看看这是什么？
帽子。
非常棒，我们给。因为他一开始的他会自己拼读摸啊骂，因为比较轻啊，这声音可能听不清楚。所以到我们K3 学期结束的时候呢，他们已经基本上的这些简单的拼读都能自己完成。然后加上声调，因为声调其实是最难的，它是一个无形的，所以我们会在学的时候呢，给他一些声调手势，帮助他记忆这个声调，这样子。好，那我们接下来再来看一看这个我们 K3 的小朋友是真的非常能干啊！他们到了就是我们比如说我们在主题里面听了一个故事，第一次买东西这样子，然后呢我们就会根据这个故事的内容做一个游戏，做一个买卖游戏。我呢设计了一些对话，让他们可以在平时生活当中学以致用的。我们来看看这个片段。
你好，请问你要买什么？我要买果汁，请问果汁多少钱？果汁20元。给你20元。谢谢，给你果汁。谢谢。
他们有的玩就很开心，这个句子也可以说得很好，这样子的。好了。接下来呢，我们就来看看我要说一说，就是我们学校有一个网上学习平台 Seesaw 这样子，那普通话也在其中。普通话我们会每个单元每个主题玩的时候，我们就会录制一些温习的片段放在Seesaw上面。因为有的妈妈爸爸他们会就是问我，哎呀，我们害怕不敢在家里教他，害怕教坏了他的发音啊。那没关系的，那我们就可以看看这个Seesaw的这个温习片段。那我们因为有是那个校本课程，有一本普通话书，到了 K2 K3 是2本，一本是汉语拼音，一本是主题内容这样子的。那我们在除了书之外呢，就是有这个网上的这个学习平台的温习片段和一些游戏，我们会做一些游戏穿插在里面。好，那我们就来看看小朋友在家温习的这个情况。这个是我们刚刚毕业的一位 K3 小朋友，他在家里温习 这个那个汉语拼音这样子。那我们就看看它下面放着的是书，那上面呢就是这个屏幕上面就是我们的温习片段。那我会就是把自己的样子录在上面，因为他可以看到我的嘴型，这个很重要。因为有时候他可能会小朋友听到这个音可能会听不清楚而发错，那看到嘴型呢，他就基本上都能够发准确。好，那我们就来看一看。
鸭，我们来读一读发音小口诀：鸭子下水，鸭鸭鸭。再来读一读复韵母鸭的4声：鸭呀呀呀呀呀呀呀。我们接下来读一读鸭和声母相拼的音节：虾霞下下，西呀虾，龙虾，西呀霞，蜘蛛侠，恰恰恰恰，西呀恰，发卡，加加加加，鸡呀架，暑假。
好，这个就是我们普通话的大致的内容。很期待你们的孩子来到我们的学校，我也很高兴，希望能够教到您的孩子。好，谢谢大家。
好多謝3位老師同我哋分享翻個課程啦、課堂個內容啦。咁見到頭先有好多個片段啊，有好多片段咧，其實都係啱啱開學嗰陣時候咧，我哋拍咗一啲片段，想請家長睇一睇我哋課堂上高。咁你見到小朋友咧，其實都係初翻學，但係我哋希望令到小朋友咧有信心啦，去或者好有自信咁去表達啦，甚至乎咧去溝通嘅。咁所以你見到其實中文老師咧、普通話老師咧、甚至乎英文老師咧，佢都係好鋭意咧，係幫小朋友咧喺個語言發展上高咧，會有個新嘅里程碑。咁我哋成個團隊裏面咧，我哋都好有經驗㗎啦。另外咧，其實所有課程你見到頭先所有嘅課程咧，我哋都係校本嘅課程嚟嘅。咁即係話其實我哋係花咗好多心思咧，去擺喺個課程上高咧嘅設計啦，甚至乎推行啦個課堂個活動內容啦，甚至乎個環境嘅安排。咁接住落嚟咧，就除咗頭先講嘅英文啦、數學概念啦、常識啦，或者甚至乎普通話之外咧，咁想同大家講下中文啊。因為我相信大家都知道啦，九龍真光中學咧本身咧，甚至乎小學部咧個中文都係好強嘅。咁所以除咗我哋希望小朋友真係英文都好嘅話，我哋中文都一定必須要做得好好。咁所以我哋希望小朋友係中英兼善嘅。咁好啦，咁想同大家咧講一講個中文嘅課程嘅。咁我哋中文嘅課程咧都係校本課程嘅，咁我哋就好高興啦，請到謝錫金教授嘅徒弟咧李代羅博士咧係做我哋嘅課程嘅顧問嘅。咁喺當中裏面咧，其實佢不斷咁同我哋做啲 training 啦，甚至乎喺個課程嘅改革上高都做咗好多。咁我哋希望咧小朋友咧，尤其是係細嘅 K1 嘅小朋友咧，我哋希望小朋友係多少少係喺個口語發展啦，甚至乎咧書面語同口語嘅聚滿啦，有啲譬如一啲字形嘅學習啦，其實我哋都會喺 K1 裏面咧係鋭意去推行嘅。咁到 K2 咧，其實就我哋希望佢可以多啲嘅對話嘅創作啦，甚至乎咧係一啲配字啊、配詞啊咁樣。其實咧小朋友説話嘅能力咧，都係必須要靠多聽啦，同埋多講嘅。咁所以我哋喺頭先你都見到啦，我哋喺英文嘅課程裏面咧，我哋會有1對1嘅閱讀嘅時間啦。其實中文嘅課程裏面咧，我哋每個星期都係同樣有1對1嘅閱讀時間嘅。咁一啲家長就問啦，其實如果1對1閱讀嗰陣時候，老師可能同小朋友讀緊書，咁其他啲小朋友做乜嘢啊？咁我哋本身咧有助教姐姐咧，有主任咧，其實都會係入去課堂裏面幫手咧去做其他嘅活動嘅。咁可能普通話老師會同佢哋上小組堂啦，甚至乎可能我哋會有小組嘅活動啦，就徒工啊或者遊戲咧同佢一齊玩嘅。 咁到 K3 啦，咁 K3 咧其實佢哋都對於一啲嘅篇章啊或者閱讀理解啊，我哋都開始咧去幫助佢哋咧有啲認識嘅。咁所以咧佢哋除咗喺嗰個中文嘅課程裏面咧去了解啲字詞之外咧，啲句子咧甚至無字詞嘅運用咧，其實我哋都喺 K3 裏面咧，我哋都會銳意去推行嘅。咁另外咧就係一啲情節嘅描述啊、口語嘅表達啊，甚至無可能去運用嘅詞彙啊，譬如佢開心嗰陣時候，我哋可以用啲咩詞語啊？例如可能係高興啦、快樂啦。高興同快樂咧，可能有啲乜嘢唔同嘅地方啊？我哋有啲咩形容詞可以形容我哋好開心、好開心啊？咁我哋呢啲其實都係希望裡面喺嗰個中文嘅課堂裡面咧，係幫小朋友嘅。咁喺 K1 啦至到 K2 嘅階段咧，其實我哋好希望咧透過唔同嘅兒歌啦，喺兒歌裏面咧，我哋會有好多唔同嘅字詞咧介紹俾小朋友啦。咁咧其實喺中文嘅學習裏面咧，因為中文字咧係象形文字嚟嘅，所以咧其實係喺個部件裏面咧已經係透露咗嗰個字嘅意思啦，或者係個讀音㗎啦。咁所以我哋都係按住呢啲規條咧去幫助小朋友咧點樣去學習嗰個中文嘅字詞。例如咧可能係米字偏旁嘅。米字偏旁嘅字咧，其實大多數咧都係講關於食品啦，可能係用米製造嘅食品嘅。咁所以咧，其實我哋都希望小朋友喺學習字彙裏面咧，有一啲簡單嘅 rules 咧，佢可以掌握得到，等佢哋讀字詞嗰陣時候可以容易得心應手，而認字嗰方面亦都會可以加快嗰個速度嘅。咁除此之外咧，其實我哋好希望咧，頭先我哋都講咗啦，話我哋小朋友咧，其實希望佢哋唔單止係一啲好簡單嘅詞彙，我哋咧希望佢有多啲唔同嘅聯想字啊。聯想字係咩嚟嘅咧？就係當你可能有個主題嗰陣時候，你諗到啲乜嘢，或者係你諗到一啲乜嘢字詞，或者關於係呢件事情或者呢個物件裏面咧相關嘅字詞。咁咧，譬如好多時候小朋友咧認字咧，佢都會可能我哋都會俾 flash card 啊，或者係好多唔同嘅即係叫做工具咧幫小朋友嘅。但係咧，你知唔知道咧？其實認中文字咧，好多時候咧小朋友除咗睇除咗可能係認讀睇多啲之外咧，其實喺佢嘅生活興趣啊，或者係生活嘅經驗裏面咧，其實對佢哋嘅影響都幾大嘅。例如可能咧，佢會認得維他奶嗰3個字多過可能認得咧話學校嗰2個字。咁所以小朋友就係因為知道嗰個標誌或者嗰個字咧，就代表佢好中意飲嘅維他奶啦。咁所以其實我哋都希望咧，透過好多唔同嘅活動啦，同埋生活上高嘅字詞咧，甚至無可能我哋都會觀察下一啲食品嘅包裝裡面咧，其實都有好多字詞咧，我哋可以學習。或者我哋咧都同小朋友講，你去到酒樓裡面咧，其實你嗰啲點心紙咧，裡面都有好多唔同嘅字詞嘅。咁有啲咩字詞我哋可以估計得到咧？粉、麵或者飯，佢個字詞裡面咧，其實有啲咩部件喺度咧？我哋點可以用一個字或者喺個部件裏面，我哋估計得到咧，或者猜測得到咧。咁呢個其實我哋都希望喺一個識字法裏面咧，去幫到小朋友嘅。咁我哋睇一睇咧，我哋 K3 嘅小朋友咧嚟緊，我播放一個片段咧，就係關於佢哋咧，除咗學字彙之外咧，我哋都會學好多唔同嘅唐詩啦，或者係我哋會透過好多唔同嘅遊戲咧，同小朋友咧去玩嘅，咁令到小朋友咧好不知不覺咧認讀一啲字詞嘅。佢哋咧其實係學咗一首詩，叫做《清明》。咁而知呢首詩咧，其實裡面咧就包含咗好多唔同嘅字嘅。哦。佢哋要將所有嘅字咧砌翻去啱。可唔可以將佢排翻啱嘅次序咧？你見到側邊有張紙嘅喎，佢可以睇一下睇佢嘅貓紙嘅。
邊句係第一句啊？第一句喺最前邊咯。
佢哋需要大家合作喎。一齊
讀一次啊！
我哋其實係透過好多唔同嘅遊戲咧，希望小朋友喺個遊戲裏面學習。其實咧當中裏面其實係包含咗好多字詞嘅，同埋咧個中文嘅文字咧，你見到其實係啲方形嘅文字嚟嘅。咁所以其實咧上下左右啊，或者係調轉嘅機會咧，其實都好大。咁佢哋都要睇認讀嘅字詞啦，甚至乎係佢個排句啊嗰啲，其實都好多唔同嘅技巧咧，其實當中裏面嘅。咁我哋希望透過小朋友透過唔同嘅遊戲咧，希望佢令到去容易掌握嘅。咁咧我哋係一間基督教嘅學校啦，我哋亦都覺得喺嗰個基督教教育裏面咧，甚至乎喺個品德嗰方面咧，其實我哋都係需要喺從小咧去灌溉嘅。咁所以咧，其實我哋九龍真光啦，無論係中小幼咧，我哋都推行一個品德嘅教育嘅。咁啊，正向品德教育咧，裏面我哋其實小朋友如果入咗學，由 K1 開始至到 K3 咧，其實我哋3年裏面咧，我哋都會有好多唔同嘅品德嘅主題啦。咁透過呢啲主題咧，我哋會做一啲嘅活動嘅。咁而呢啲活動裏面唔單止咧係喺課堂裏面做嘅喎，我哋咧亦都咧有一個校本嘅德育同埋正向思維嘅課程啦。咁有啲小冊子咧係我哋學校咧裏面有一個挑戰站啊，有啲聖經嘅金句啊，甚至乎有啲活動咧，希望咧請家長咧同小朋友一齊推行嘅。因為咧品德嘅教育咧，除咗一個老師嘅身教啦，或者家長嘅身教之外咧，其實咧小朋友喺個實踐嗰方面咧，其實都好重要嘅。咁所以我哋都希望咧透過啲課程咧去鼓勵咧小朋友咧去實踐嘅。
電車腳踏兩根鐵，頭有長斜光，只會向前望。叮叮聲響亮，叮叮叮叮，電車駛來了。
係咪聽到頭先小朋友喺度讀緊個兒歌啊？係啊，咁好多謝小朋友咧。其實我哋頭先不約而同喺英文啦、中文啦，甚至乎普通話嘅課程裏面咧，我哋其實因為係校本課程，所以咧我哋都將一啲嘅教學嘅重點啦，或者啲內容咧，我哋上載咗喺個思疏嘅平台裏面。咁咧家長咧可以係同小朋友一齊咧去透過呢個平台咧可以做溫習嘅。咁除咗咧老師錄製一啲片段俾佢之後咧，其實小朋友有互動嘅情況㗎喎。你見到小朋友佢可以自己咧錄翻俾老師聽啦，佢個兒歌啦，甚至乎可能有一啲頭先講嘅德育嘅活動咧，其實佢都可以錄影翻咧佢曾經做咗啲咩好人好事啊，或者曾經甚至乎幫助到咩人啊，甚至乎可能喺屋企裏面咧點樣去幫爸爸媽媽或者兄弟姊妹啊嗰啲，其實都係一啲嘅分享，可以咧去話到俾老師聽。咁所以呢個思疏嘅平台咧，我哋除咗喺個課堂之外咧，其實我哋係 extend 到可以喺家庭啊或者喺家裏面學習啊，甚至乎係一個互動嘅溝通嘅。咁老師咧其實透過呢個平台咧，亦都會俾翻 comment 咧俾小朋友嘅。咁所以咧呢個都係一個學習嘅，即係除咗喺課堂裏面一個延伸嘅學習。咁咧講咗咁耐咧，其實家長咧都除咗學習嗰方面咧，家長都想了解多啲學校一啲嘅細節嘅情況嘅。例如咧小朋友頭先都有老師都講啦，話我哋會有一個好豐富嘅茶點，係咪啊？我哋好多謝咧姐姐咧幫我哋咧處理一啲茶點嘅。咁你本身咧除咗一啲麵包啊，或者可能有餅乾之外咧，其實我哋學校裏面有好多唔同嘅熱食嘅，係姐姐咧去主理嘅。我哋喺附近嘅街市咧買一啲新鮮嘅材料啦，包括有啲糖水啦，例如可能係一啲腐竹雞蛋糖水啦，甚至乎可能有啲西米露啊，咁亦都會有粥啊，譬如可能係有節瓜瘦肉粥啊，或者係有啲可能唔同嘅譬如可能係南瓜碎肉粥啊咁樣。咁我諗希望除咗小朋友係真係食咗一啲真係叫做可能係三文治啊，或者係餅乾啊啲之類咧，其實我哋水果啊，甚至乎一啲熱食咧，我哋都希望小朋友嘗試下唔同嘅食品，或者嘗試下唔同嘅食物嘅。咁因為學校咧係一個好嘅環境咧，俾小朋友咧真係可以喺屋企裏面可能佢唔係好肯食嘅嘢咧，咁可以喺學校裏面做一啲嘅嘗試嘅。咁所以我哋希望茶點嗰方面咧，小朋友咧都會可以試到唔同嘅食物啦，同埋咧好多時候家長咧好多 feedback 話翻俾我哋聽咧，就係哎呀佢喺屋企裏面咧，其實從來都唔肯食粥㗎，唔知點解翻到嚟學校咧，佢就好中意啦。佢就話俾我聽咧，可唔可以咧問下姐姐咧點樣可以煮到啲粥咧咁好味啊？其實咧我哋係完全咧係冇落到任何嘅即係 other than 少少鹽之外嘅，冇落到任何嘅嘢咧去加工啊去處理嘅，只係即係少少鹽等佢可以調下味。咁但係其實咧我諗嗰個環境啦，甚至乎可能我哋老師 師嘅鼓勵啦。咁其實呢樣都係好重要。咁所以咧，小朋友咧可以作多啲嘅唔同嘅嘗試嘅。咁另外咧就係校車嘅安排啦。咁因為咧其實我哋都好多唔同嘅小朋友咧，唔係住喺黃埔區嘅。其實我哋都甚至冇有啲小朋友咧住喺屯門啊或者新界嘅地方嘅。咁所以咧不過都好坦白講啦，如果新界嘅地方咧，應該我哋嘅校車咧就覆蓋唔到㗎啦。咁我哋主要咧都係九龍嘅地區。咁而香港區嗰邊咧，我哋都係覆蓋唔到嘅，因為過隧道咧其實都會容易比較塞車。咁所以可能都要即係如果係香港區或者係新界區咧，可能咧家長都要帶到去某一個地點，然之後咧校車先至可以接載到。咁呢一個咧係現時今個學年裏面咧，我哋會提供嘅保姆車嘅服務嘅。咁保姆車嘅服務咧，而家咧其實我哋都全部大部分嘅路線咧，我哋都係好開心咁請到民生書院裏面其中一間嘅校車公司咧，同我哋合作。我哋由開學校咧，就直至到而家咧都合作到而家㗎啦。咁所以其實保姆車啦，或者保姆車姨姨咧，對我哋嘅路線啦，甚至乎嘅小朋友都好熟悉嘅。咁所以咧，其實喺嗰個校車嗰度咧，可以譬如你稍後入學嗰陣時候，再睇一睇個路線，可以再作安排。我哋咧其實都希望盡量咧係近小朋友即係個居住嘅地址嘅。不過我諗大家都要明白嘅咧，就係因為校車咧唔可以全部去晒每一個屋苑嘅每一個地點嘅裏面嘅。因為如果唔係咧，其實就兜好遠嘅路咧，佢哋坐嘅時間就好長嘅。咁所以我哋期望咧，我哋大概喺1個鐘頭鬆啲嘅時間咧，佢可以送到小朋友咧翻嚟學校。咁大家咧都好關心咧，除咗我哋而家嘅幼稚園之外咧，其實大家已經係思考緊咧，可能小學啦，係咪？咁所以我哋咧幼稚園部有個優勢嘅咧，就係我哋最少有40%嘅小朋友咧係可以升到我哋嘅中學係小學部嘅。咁不過咧根據我哋過往嘅經驗咧，其實大部分90%以上咧，其實都可以投考到我哋嘅小學嘅。只不過我哋咧其實好多家長咧未必會係揀我哋嘅學校嘅啫。咁所以咧有啲家長就話啦，咁究竟其實你哋學校咧可以考到邊一啲嘅小學啊咁樣？咁咧係啦，好多家長咧而家都好 concern。其實我哋過往咧嗰2年咧 K3 嘅畢業生咧，應該係大概有1/3咧係會升翻增小嘅。另外1/3咧就會去津貼嘅學校啦，因為我哋嘅增小咧，其實佢可以，如果你增小收咗之後咧，其實喺今一個年度裡面咧都係可以參加大抽獎嘅。咁所以咧即係話可以係去到可以係俾你哋可以再揀津貼嘅小學嘅。咁另外咧就有大概有1/3度咧就係考私立啦同埋直資嘅學校嘅。咁喺津貼嘅學校裡面咧，其實基本上咧Mary Lock 啊或者係鳳基千禧我哋附近黃埔嘅學校啦，或者係天神加勒薩啊，或者係喺其他嘅小學咧，其實我哋都有好多即係小朋友會投考嘅，或者係可以入讀到嘅。咁另外咧，其實除咗之外咧，我哋仲有私立嘅學校啦，例如女拔啦，同埋直資嘅學校南拔啦，或者聖保羅書院咧，其實都我哋都有學生咧係投考到嘅。咁所以其實你都見到我哋除咗我哋小朋友可以考到增小之外咧，其實好多家長咧都會諗嘅，佢會外闖其他嘅學校嘅。咁頭先都有講到啦，話其實喺嗰個學習裏面咧我哋大概有40%嘅小朋友啦，即係最少有40%嘅小朋友可以升讀到我哋嘅小學啦。咁其實咧好坦白講咧，如果同分嘅話咧，其實我哋小學部咧一定係優先取錄翻我哋自己幼稚園部嘅小朋友嘅。嚟緊咧，其實就係我哋嘅開放日啦。咁不過咧，其實啱啱頭先同事都睇到啦，個開放日咧我哋都敷咗啦，滿晒額嘅。咁但係唔緊要嘅。咁如果你報咗名咧，我哋好多謝，亦都歡迎你嚟帶小朋友入嚟一齊玩啦。咁但係如果咧真係滿咗額嘅話咧，你都可以前嚟我哋學校，可能等一等啲報咗嘅家長咧可能入咗場先嘅。咁如果有位嘅話咧，我哋都即係盡量會可以邀請埋其他嘅家長咧入嚟學校裏面咧，感受一下個校園環境啦，啲課堂一啲嘅簡單嘅活動啦，同埋咧睇一睇校舍嗰個情況嘅。咁所以好鼓勵大家啦，喺嚟緊嘅9月28號啦，星期六嚟嘅，咁就上晝10點至到5點鐘。咁咧我哋咧10點、11點、12點咧就上晝會有3場嘅。咁而下晝嘅2點、3點、4點咧，我哋都會有3場嘅。咁中間咧就1點至到2點咧就係我哋嘅午飯時間。咁所以家長咧，如果想嚟嘅話咧，咁就可能喺搭正嘅時間咧可以嚟等一等。咁睇下咧，我哋如果有位嘅話咧，我哋會盡量都可以請其他家長啊或者小朋友一齊入嚟玩嘅，好冇？ 咁咧而家咧我就會同大家講解一下咧嗰個報名嗰個情況嘅。咁我哋入學嘅申請方法咧就去翻我哋學校嘅網頁啦。今日下晝嘅5點鐘咧，我哋就會開放報名嗰個 link 啦。咁所以咧其實咧家長就可以上去我哋個網頁裏面咧 click 落去個 link 嗰度咧就開始報名嘅。咁咧我哋報名費咧就係40蚊啦。咁所有嘅申請費用咧就係唔會退還嘅。咁另外咧就係下晝接受報名之後咧，我哋10月15號咧就喺網上就會係截止網上嗰個報名啦。咁我哋咧其實基本上喺呢個階段咧，我哋暫時都唔會申請，我哋都唔會接受紙本嘅申請嘅。咁希望家長咧就盡量用網上嘅平台啦申請嘅。咁如果12月21號或者之前咧，我哋應該就會用電郵通知申請人咧去嗰個面試嘅安排嘅。咁我哋嘅如果你大概喺10月24號都未收到相關嘅面試嘅通知咧，咁可能就請家長咧可能打電話嚟學校嗰度啦，27558800咧就查詢一下個情況嘅。不過都提一提家長啦，因為咧其實有機會咧可能跌咗落去啲 junk mail 嗰度㗎，咁所以咧其實家長可能都要 check 埋一啲譬如可能喺電子郵件裏面有個垃圾或者係廣告信件啊，或者係垃圾郵箱嗰度咧睇一睇咧，會唔會都有一啲郵件咧跌咗落去嘅。咁所以咧家長要留意一下你哋嘅電郵啦。咁咧我哋面試嘅日期咧就係11月9號嘅，係星期六嚟嘅。咁而面試嘅公佈嘅日期咧就係11月19號。咁呢個咧就係我哋今一次喺2024-25年度裡面嘅即係課下學年嘅新生入學嘅。咁所以咧詳細嘅情況咧，其實我哋都已經擺咗喺網頁裡面㗎啦。咁家長咧可以慢慢再睇一睇成個面試嘅流程啦，同埋嗰個安排嘅。咁如果有家長有疑問嘅話咧，可以直接打電話嚟學校問一問我哋嘅。咁好啦，面試嘅模式會係點樣呢？面試嘅模式咧，我哋大概咧係15分鐘嘅，咁就請一位家長咧就陪同小朋友出席啦。咁我哋面試嘅內容咧，大概會係有中文同埋英文嘅部分嘅。不過唔使擔心，因為小朋友年紀仲係好細個嘅，咁所以我哋都希望小朋友係可以聽得懂少少啦，或者係有啲反應嘅。咁所以我哋都明白小朋友年紀仲細，同埋我哋都知道咧年紀細嘅小朋友可能12月出世嘅小朋友，可能同咧年紀大啲嘅之前可能早12個月前嘅1月嘅小朋友嘅表現都會有啲唔同嘅。咁但係放心，我哋其實咧都根據翻個年齡啦同埋個情況咧，我哋會再作一啲評分嘅。咁所以呢一個家長可以留意翻啦。咁好，我總結一下咧，我哋學校裏面頭先老師所講過，譬如我哋學校裏面嘅課程嘅特色啦，或者係各樣嘅情況啦。咁我哋咧其實希望我哋喺幼稚園嘅教育裏面啦，讓小朋友咧可以由中文老師同埋英文老師咧作為協作授課啦，為學生咧係做一個沉浸式嘅豐富嘅語言環境啦。另外咧就係我哋每個禮拜有1個鐘頭嘅普通話嘅時間啦。咁另外常規嘅課程裏面咧，我哋都加入咗拼音嘅課程啦，同埋有好多嘅唔同嘅活動嘅。咁希望小朋友咧係透過呢啲嘅唔同嘅活動啊，甚至無嘅識字方法啦，我哋希望小朋友咧喺聽講讀寫呢4方面咧都可以做得好好。咁另外第二咧就係我哋希望小朋友咧透過啲唔同嘅閱讀嘅活動啦，同埋一啲嘅 show and tell 或者甚至乎一啲嘅表達嘅內容咧，可以幫小朋友咧可以多啲係喺嗰個語言嘅發展上高。所以咧，我哋其實都有系統咁編排一啲1對1嘅 reading scheme 啦，甚至乎係一啲個人演說啊，即係 show and tell 啊，或者英語會話啊嗰啲活動嘅。咁好多家長咧，其實尤其是高年級嘅家長咧，佢都會感受得到啦。我哋有時都同佢講嘅話有啲家長話，其實我哋都唔使去參加面試班啦。點解咧？佢話其實咧，我每個禮拜咧，佢同中文老師同英文老師咧都做一個閱讀嘅計劃。嗰個閱讀計劃其實唔係單止咧係讀圖書嘅，其實咧喺個閱讀計劃裏面咧，老師係會問佢哋問題啦。可能係關於本書啦，或者係生活上嗰個問題，佢已經係習慣咗咧點去對答㗎啦。所以其實咧，我都唔需要參加面試班㗎啦，因為其實佢都已經好流暢啊，或者好自如咁樣去對答英文啊或者中文嘅問題。咁所以其實家長嘅 feedback 對我哋都好重要。我哋都覺得呢個閱讀計劃雖然都用咗我哋好多嘅人手，或者係好多課堂唔同嘅安排，但係我哋都覺得係非常之值得嘅。咁除此以外咧，我哋喺個探究學習裏面咧，我哋係鋭意推行啦。例如你見到我哋喺個課室裏面咧，其實都擺咗好多唔同嘅活動嘅角落，甚至乎一啲嘅遊戲咧，安排一啲小實驗啊，或者係有個專業人士到校嗰啲講座啊，咁嘅希望小朋友咧有多元化嘅學習嘅情況嘅。 咁其實最重要咧，唔單止係一個學習嘅內容啦，或者係課程上高啊嗰啲內容，最重要咧係嗰個品格啦，同埋去點樣去處事啊，或者待人。咁呢個咧其實喺我哋嘅德育嘅課程裏面啦，甚至乎係我哋校本嘅品德教育裏面咧，其實我哋都係擺咗好多心機同埋時間落去咧，就係喺個課堂裏面咧去推行嘅，甚至乎將呢啲活動咧去延伸去屋企裏面。咁除咗德育小冊子之外咧，我哋都會有小天使嘅活動咧，係幫小朋友咧去真係實踐一個愛人愛己嘅精神。另外咧，我哋個校園啊、校舍啦，見到頭先有好多唔同嘅課室啦、音樂室啦，或者圖書室啊呢啲嘅設備啦。除此之外咧，其實我哋學校裏面咧所有嘅地方咧，我哋都裝咗醫院級嘅過濾器嘅，就係 IQ Air。咁我哋希望咧喺室內嘅環境裏面咧，小朋友咧其實都會有一啲淨化咗個空氣啦。咁我哋其實相對咧小朋友嗰個即係病嘅比率咧，其實雖然我哋課室裏面每一班都有大概28個小朋友，咁但係病嘅比率咧其實相對都唔係太多嘅。咁所以我哋都好多謝即係家長嘅合作啦，甚至乎我哋都安裝咗呢個空氣淨化器之後，其實對學校嘅環境咧其實幫助都好大嘅。咁最後咧，其實我哋都希望咧同家長咧會有多啲嘅合作啦。所以家校合作咧，其實對於小朋友嘅成長咧好重要。咁你見到我哋之前老師都有講啦，有啲官課嘅活動啊，甚至乎一啲嘅學校嘅活動咧，其實我哋都邀請家長去參加嘅。咁希望家長咧同老師咧會多啲溝通啦，喺個教學上高咧，大家可以攜手合作。咁係希望喺呢3年裏面咧，小朋友唔單止係開心學習，仲有會係有一個好即係寶貴嘅時光。其實喺我哋學校咧，喺咁多年嘅教學裏面咧，我哋都相信或者好深信嘅小朋友初嚟返學，佢尤其是係年紀細嘅小朋友，佢將佢哋最寶貴、最開心、最活潑可愛嘅嗰3年時間咧，去同我哋一齊。咁所以我哋都好希望我哋盡我哋嘅能力咧，係總動員我哋希望係小朋友喺呢3年裏面咧，都係愉快同埋開心學習。咁所以頭先老師都講啦，今日我哋做唔到嘅嘢，我哋聽日後日都會做得到。我好喜歡挑戰，我亦都接受挑戰。今日嘅我同明日嘅我都會有唔同。而我係一個好正面、好開心嘅小朋友，我亦都好希望接受到挑戰，我都希望同父母一齊同行，同老師一齊同行，喺呢啲嘅道路上高慢慢成長。咁呢個咧係我哋學校裏面一貫係嘅作風啦。咁我哋學校而家咧其實大概又有20位嘅教職員啦。咁喺呢個團隊裏面咧，包括有我哋嘅主任啦。我哋會有英文老師啦、中文老師啦、助教啦，同埋姐姐啊，仲有文員嘅。咁所以我哋呢個合作嘅團隊裏面咧，我哋希望將嗰個學習嘅內容咧，唔單止係喺嗰個課堂裏面呈現，喺我哋喺個校園生活裏面咧，我哋都希望可以灌溉到令到小朋友咧係慢慢係開心咁樣成長。咁好多謝各位今日嚟臨啦。咁相信咧家長可能都會有啲問題嘅。咁不過我率先答咗一個問題先啦。咁因為真光嘅中學咧係一間女校嚟嘅。咁有好多家長咧都好 concern，因為佢哋可能咧個小朋友係男孩子。咁咧個比例大概會有幾多到啊？咁嘅每一個年級咧大概咧都有8至到10% 咧嘅小朋友咧都係男孩子嚟嘅。咁我亦都訪問過一啲男孩子嘅爸爸媽媽啊，點解咧你有興趣咧到一間比較多啲女仔嘅學校咧？咁其實好多爸爸媽媽同不約而同分享就話係同我哋講話其實咧多女仔嘅學校咧，佢哋咧講説話嘅能力咧，或者學習嘅能力咧都好高㗎。咁我其實都好欣賞家長咧，好正面咁去諗一個方法。咁其實咧，小朋友好細個咧，即係幼稚園階段咧，好多時候咧，佢哋都冇話分男孩子同女孩子嘅，即係冇話去到小學咧，佢哋大概咧可能係到可能2年級啊、3年級啦，咁佢哋開始先至會分別話啊，我中意同男仔玩多啲，或者係我係女仔嘅，我中意同女仔玩多啲咁樣。咁但係到幼稚園咧，其實就冇特別去分，即係喺個小朋友嘅情況上高咧，係冇特別分男孩子女孩子。而且咧當我哋帶小朋友去參觀咧，好多時候咧，其實好多機構啦，甚至乎啲導師咧，都同我哋講話啊，你哋啲學生又乖又有禮貌啊！佢哋好識得守規矩之餘，但係佢哋一啲都唔係話好靜嘅。佢哋會答問題啦，佢哋會有禮貌咁去講翻嗰個情況啦，甚至無咧會問問題啦。咁所以其實我諗喺嗰個氛圍上高，女孩子多嘅地方咧，無形中喺嗰個説話能力啦，或者個表達上高都係比較比較容易進步嘅。咁與此同時咧，喺個課堂上高嘅學習咧，因為女孩子咧佢哋比較定啲嘅，咁所以咧其實喺個課堂學習上高咧，其實都會比較有效能嘅。咁所以呢個咧可能 能好多時候家長嘅選擇。咁除咗呢樣之外咧，家長仲有冇啲問題咧想問下我哋？咁如果有嘅話咧，因為可以舉一舉手，咁咧我哋嘅同事咧就可以交個咪俾你哋，咁然之後咧就可以我哋可以解答一下個情況嘅。咁好，呢位家長，後邊嗰位家長先好嘛？係。
Hello， 唔該校長。想問兩個問題。第一個問題就頭先嗰個男仔，咁其實會唔會調翻轉咁睇？男仔報你哋會有多啲優勢，即係譬如一男一女佢同分嘅，會唔會係選擇男仔先呢？咁樣。第二個問題係幾時會開始寫中文字，或者係寫英文字咁樣啦？幾時執筆寫字？唔該晒。
好，咁咧男仔女仔咧，其實我哋都係平等嘅，係啦。咁我哋會按翻可能係面試嗰個表現啦，或者個分數咧去取錄嘅。咁所以男仔女仔咧，我哋係絕對公平嘅，意思即係我哋冇特別分男仔女仔。而寫字嗰度咧，其實 K1 咧，我哋會有啲簡單嘅線條練習嘅。咁嗰啲線條練習咧，就開始教佢哋一啲正確嘅執筆嘅情況啦，同埋姿勢啦。咁另外咧，就到 K2 嗰陣時候咧，先至正式係書寫文字嘅。因為可能同埋咧，其實我哋學校咧，除咗線條練習之外咧，我哋會有一個家居嘅練習咧，係小肌肉訓練嘅。我哋咧其實由K1 嘅上學期同下學期咧，我哋都會有，我哋唔單止喺課堂裡面，我哋會派埋一本小肌肉練習嘅習作咧，俾家長咧，可以屋企裡面，譬如夾衣夾啊。匙羹去筆嘢啊，甚至無可能摺衫啊，點樣用鉸剪啊，其實呢啲咧都係一個寫前裏面喺小手機裏面嘅發展好重要嘅里程碑。咁所以咧，其實呢啲嘅生活嘅練習，例如開鎖啊，呢啲其實都可以幫小朋友咧強化翻佢哋嘅尤其是前三指嘅活動。咁甚至無咧令到佢哋咧可以喺前三指裏面咧運用嘅力咧會好啲。咁之後咧，其實佢哋執筆咧就會比較暢順一啲㗎啦。咁所以咧，我哋都希望用呢一啲嘅方法咧去幫小朋友喺寫字之前嗰陣時候做多少少嘅準備嘅。咁呢一個嘅校本嘅練習咧，除咗喺課堂裡面咧，其實喺屋企裡面咧都可以進行嘅。咁我哋都會有啲 suggestion 啦，有圖啦，另外有文字咧，咁去話翻俾家長聽嘅。好，咁前邊呢位家長係咪？係。
你好啊，校長，我有兩個問題想問嘅。咁第一個問題就係想問翻 K1 至 K3 分別每日大概有幾多樣功課要做？
係啦，係。好，咁咧就功課嗰度咧，基本上咧，我哋 K1 開始咧，我哋都會有啲簡單嘅練習。頭先講嘅線條練習啦，同埋可能有一張嘅工作紙，咁就兩樣功課嘅。咁到 K3 咧，其實大概咧，我哋會有3樣嘅功課㗎啦。咁就可能中英數都會有一啲嘅。咁另外咧，不過嗰啲其實都係好快完成嘅練習嚟嘅。咁可能 K2 就可能要練習一啲譬如可能寫中文字啦，或者英文字啦，嗰啲筆順啊，或者甚至無簡單嘅點樣裝字啊，呢啲都必須要嘅。咁到 K3 咧，大概咧就會有3至到4樣功課咧去練習。咁但係嗰 K3 嗰啲功課咧就比較多啲咧，可能有啲嘅創意啦，甚至無可能係有一啲咧係需要小朋友有啲思考嘅。咁所以咧其實就個課業上高咧，其實小朋友翻到屋企咧好快都可以完成到㗎啦。不過我哋希望透過呢啲課業咧，其實等家長都了解到小朋友學習嘅情況啦，同埋第二嘅咧，我哋最重要嘅目的咧，我哋希望小朋友真係可以慢慢習慣咧去自己做功課。咁呢個情況就係因為你上到去小學嗰陣時候咧，其實個功課咧就唔係3樣同4樣㗎啦。咁好多學校咧個功課咧真係起碼超過5樣或者以上嘅。咁所以小朋友都開始要喺高班嗰段時間咧，可以慢慢習慣到有功課做啦。而功課咧可以自己先係去試下做，因為我哋所有嘅課堂功課咧，老師咧之前已經有講解過㗎啦。咁所以咧希望小朋友咧有信心可以自己處理得到嘅。咁同埋小朋友學習點樣睇題目啦，或者係做功課咧，呢一個咧都係K3 裏面比較重點去教小朋友嘅內容。我哋點樣可以理解到啲題目啊，甚至乎我哋點樣可以預算做嗰個題目裏面嘅內容啊，個功課啊。咁然之後可能父母翻嚟同你再睇一睇啊，甚至乎可能你可以交翻去學校度，等老師可以做批改啊。咁老師都會 follow up 翻嗰啲功課嘅內容嘅。咁所以呢個就係我哋學校大概嗰個嘅即係模式啦，或者係個功課嘅量嘅。
係第二條問題係想問學校有冇啲評估，或者係如果有評估嘅話，大概有咩形式進行，同埋可 可能一年大概有幾多次？
好，咁咧其實我哋係用觀察嘅形式咧去做評估嘅，我哋咧係唔會用紙筆啦，甚至乎我哋咧係唔會用一啲test 啊嗰啲咧去做俾小朋友做嘅。咁我哋係透過日常老師咧同佢係，你見到頭先有好多課堂唔同嘅活動啊嘛。咁喺嗰啲活動裡面咧，其實老師就會作一啲記錄啦。咁然之後咧就評估翻小朋友嘅學習嘅內容啦。而我哋咧大概會有2個單元嘅主題之後咧，我哋就會派翻一啲評估嘅資料。咁日常裡面咧，其實老師會有啲咩疑問啊，或者係佢需要注意嘅地方咧，佢都會打電話翻俾家長啦。咁甚至乎家長其實都歡迎佢哋喺課堂之後咧，其實同老師會作溝通嘅。咁另外我哋頭先都講，我哋有個思疏嘅平台噶嘛。咁所以咧我哋就學校就冇用即係冇用一個手冊嘅形式，因為手冊咧家長可能隨時要攞翻本手冊寫。但係其實咧，如果你可能當你可能工作嘅期間啊，甚至乎放假嗰陣時候，你有啲乜嘢諗起嘅想同老師傾嘅話咧，其實你都可以透過思疏嘅平台咧係寫翻俾老師嘅。咁老師咧會喺適當嘅時間咧會做翻個回應㗎啦。咁所以其實你一諗起或者請假又好，或者甚至無小朋友有啲特別嘅情況咧，你都可以透過思疏嘅平台咧即時係通知翻老師嘅。
唔該，葉校長。
唔該。係後邊嗰位家長。
校長你好啊，想問下咧，頭先係升真小有33%啦，咁當中有幾多係男仔嘅比例嚟㗎？
都有男孩子嘅，咁不過男孩子通常我哋本身你都知我哋得10% 嘅小朋友啦，咁其實男孩子都唔多，但係都不乏係有男孩子入到去嘅，咁通常都有幾位嘅男孩子咧可以上到去真小，咁同埋真小本身咧佢自己咧都有係向外收翻啲男仔翻嚟嘅，咁據我所知咧佢哋係男孩子咧有個類似係club 啦，係有專門嘅老師咧係會同所有全校嘅男孩子咧會有一啲嘅活動嘅，係啦，因為男孩子嘅數量真係少，咁所以希望佢哋可能踢波啊，可能同佢打籃球啊咁樣，咁都標一翻支男仔嘅活動啊，同埋咧男仔嘅社交嘅情況，咁所以呢個其實真小會鋭意去處理翻，咁同埋據我所知咧就係真小咧佢都會因為我哋中學咧就真係女校嚟嘅，咁所以佢都會推薦小朋友咧去考小學，即係去考啲男校啊，或者去考啲中學嘅，咁呢個都會係小學嘅安排，咁但係至於詳細嘅情況咧，可能係下晝如果你有參加到嗰個嘅簡介會啦，甚至乎你將來嗰陣時可以參加佢哋嘅簡介會，可能了解多少少嘅情況。但係咧，佢哋都會係特別去幫助一啲男孩子。而因為我哋中小幼咧好多嘅聯繫啦，我哋有去參觀佢哋啲課堂啦。我見到咧，其實男孩子咧喺一間女校裏面係非常之受歡迎嘅，係啦。咁咧就係啲明星嚟嘅。咁咧上台咧就會好多掌聲啦，然之後咧會啲女孩子咧就會會好開心啦，好興奮啦。咁然之後男孩子又會即係笑得好開心啦咁，我覺得咧呢個都係一個即係好得意嘅或者係即係好特別嘅回憶。不過我自己覺得咧就係無論男孩子同女孩子喺學校裏面，因為真小其實都係男女校嘅，咁我覺得小朋友咧喺嗰個品性同埋喺嗰個嘅學習上高咧都係一個有禮貌、品德優良嘅小朋友。咁甚至無咧我哋好多時候咧喺課堂嘅活動啦，或者甚至無啲小學部同中學部嘅姐姐嚟到我哋學校裏面咧，其實佢哋嘅中文同英文嘅能力都好高，我哋都有聽到咧，佢哋同我哋即係因為中學部嘅哥哥姐姐會嚟我哋學校嗰度咧去做一啲活動，咁同英文老師會夾嘅，即係會可能係 Open Day 啊咁樣，咁佢哋都係用好流利嘅英語咧係同英文老師去溝通嘅，咁所以我都好開心，其實見到小朋友，同埋我哋今一年咧我哋都係踏入第7年嘅啦，咁所以咧其實我哋已經有啲小朋友咧升到上去我哋嘅中學部啦，我都好開心見到佢哋咧見證佢哋係希望喺個幼稚園啦、小學啦同中學啦喺呢10幾年裡面嘅校園生活啦，同埋佢有一班好即係好同佢叫並肩作戰嘅同學咧，其實都好重要嘅。咁所以九真就係可以提供一個機會咧，讓到由幼稚園、小學、中學咧可以有佢哋一個即係好穩固嘅朋友仔，係啦。咁所以呢個都係即係我哋嘅優勢嘅。係呢位家長。
校長你好，我想請問一下咧，即係頭先都聽到譬如普通話同埋中文課程各自都會可能有思蘇或者其他嘅 resources， 係即係令到我哋屋企可以延展翻個課程。咁有關於譬如英文方面咧，即係譬如本身譬如我自己本人就過去即係以前就冇讀過啲 Phonics 啊或者 Phonics 嘅即係課程，咁我點樣可以喺屋企可以配合到，或者學校方面會唔會即係亦都提供一啲類似嘅平台，會係俾我哋喺屋企係即係延展翻學校嗰個嘅課嘅即係嗰個教育。 第二就係想問一問，頭先提到有好多嘅 visit 啦，或者係 performances， 我想問下，第個 frequency 同埋佢哋係咪啲 during the school time 係會做呢啲咁樣嘅visit 或者 performances 咁樣？
媽媽我答咗第一條問題先，因為第二條問題咧個咪唔係太清楚，一陣可能媽媽要再重複下。咁啊，第一個問題咧，其實我哋個思疏嗰個平台咧，其實除咗中文啦、普通話之外咧，其實仲有英文嘅內容嘅學習嘅。咁老師咧都會上載翻一啲片段咧，關於啲 Phonics 啊，甚至乎係啲 poems 啊、啲兒歌啊，甚至乎一啲嘅活動咧，係請小朋友玩。老師咧亦都會錄到一啲嘅教學嘅片段啦，甚至乎可能老師曾經都有試過咧去因為希望小朋友咧去做一啲環保嘅活動嘅，咁所以其實老師特登咧都去咗一啲環保嘅地區啦，話俾小朋友聽咧我哋應該喺個環保嘅譬如可能嘅地方裏面啊，或者一啲資源收集嘅供應商裏面咧，我哋應該點樣做咧？咁老師都會係錄製一啲嘅片段，咁所以咧家長可以同小朋友一齊可以重溫啲嘅片段啦，咁可以明白或者係叫深化一啲嘅學習嘅內容嘅。咁媽媽可唔可以再重複另外一個問題，或者會唔會俾另外一支咪會好啲？因為我呢邊收得好唔係咁清楚，係啊，唔該晒。
其實第二條問題就係純粹想問一問，因為我頭先喺嗰啲PowerPoint 度有曾經留意到啲 visit 或者 performances， 咁純粹想問一問，其實呢啲係 during the school time 係做呢啲咁樣嘅係咯，即activities 咧，定或者係可能星期六日啊 weekend 嗰啲咁嘅時間？
即係你想問下係咪嗰個時間嘅情況啊？即係嗰個時間大概係點樣分佈？
咪即係通常係喺學校可能返緊學嘅時間會有呢啲咁嘅 performances， 定還是係即係我哋需要即係假日嘅時候即係帶小朋友返嚟咁樣咯？
其實咧頭先你見到係錄影嗰個課堂嘅片段咧，基本上咧就係課堂裡面嘅學習嘅。咁至於我因為聽得唔係好清楚，係嗰啲表現嗰啲。好。基本上咧參觀嗰個時間咧，我哋都喺課堂裡面進行嘅，咁就唔需要家長陪同嘅。我哋會喺課室啦，就會係啱啱係安排咗課堂嘅時間啦。參觀之前咧，其實我哋都會通知翻家長嘅。但係咧譬如表演嗰啲咧，其實就一定係課堂以外嘅時間㗎啦。咁除非可能係聖誕節啊，或者係一啲嘅節期嘅活動咧，其實我哋就會喺星期六裡面咧係就翻家長咧嗰個情況舉行嘅。咁所以咧，其實喺個performance 咧，我哋都幾講真，我哋都因為係有中小幼嘅情況咧，所以我哋都有幾多唔同嘅地方咧，我哋曾經去做過 performance 嘅。喺我哋學校咧，只係幾年嘅時間啦，我哋去過中大啦，我哋去過戲曲中心啦，我哋去過西九龍啦。咁其實 K2 同 K3 嘅小朋友咧都有份表演，所以咧我諗喺個3年嘅課堂活動裡面咧，我諗都有一次咧係可以出到去大型嘅表演嘅。不過以前疫情嘅關係咧，就會比較論盡少少啦。咁但係如果唔係咧，其實我哋都盡量有啲大型嘅表演咧，中小幼咧其實都會一齊出動嘅。咁所以其實小朋友都有機會咧去踩下啲大嘅台嘅。咁同埋咧最少咧就係 K1 至到 K3 嘅小朋友咧，都一定會喺九真呢度咧係做一個表演咧，就俾小朋友睇。咁我諗表演對小朋友嚟講咧，其實係一個好珍貴嘅經驗嚟嘅。因為到小學啦同埋中學咧，其實上台嘅機會咧就相對係少好多㗎啦，同埋佢哋就會怕醜多啲㗎啦。但係幼稚園咧，相對佢哋咧冇咁怕醜，咁所以咧其實喺舞台嘅表演上高咧，唔單止係幫小朋友咧有個即係美好嘅回憶，其實個膽量咧訓練佢哋嘅膽量其實都好重要嘅。咁所以好多謝媽媽呢個問題。好，係好嗰邊爸爸有問題。
喂 ，hello， 係唔好意思，我想問下你哋學校會唔會收 K2 插班嘅？因為近排我哋個區都好多學校殺咗，咁其實都想揾一翻好似你哋咁嘅學校嘅地方，繼續俾我小朋友去讀書咁樣啦。另外我想問就係其實會唔會你哋大概一年會考幾多次試咁樣嘅？
嗰個 K2 嘅插班咧，我哋其實係全年收生嘅。咁如果我哋有位嘅話咧，小朋友都可以歡迎隨時插班嘅。而嗰個考試，你意思係平時嘅考試或者測驗係咪？咁我哋平時咧其實係冇測驗考試嘅。不過咧高班咧，我哋就會有一啲叫做模擬測驗㗎啦。因為我哋希望小朋友可以習慣咧，可以睇下題目啊，同埋知道測驗啊或者默書係啲咩嚟嘅。咁所以咧，其實我哋喺高班裡面咧就會進行一啲嘅模擬測驗啦，或者模擬默書嗰啲情況。咁 不過係冇壓力嘅，我哋係唔會話要計分數啊，或者係影響到佢個譬如可能我哋評估嘅成績啊，我哋絕對唔會嘅。我哋希望佢係練習嘅啫，練習個模式，但係就我哋唔係用呢個方式咧去評估嘅。咁另外咧，頭先家長都有想了解一下咧嗰個譬如參觀嘅比例啊，或者係參觀嘅情況嘅。咁 K1 咧其實喺下學期開始咧就會有參觀㗎啦。咁咧基本上我哋都會 K1 頭先英文老師都有講啦，我哋會帶佢去公園啦，或者咧我哋會帶佢去巴士站啊，或者係車站裏面咧會做附近嘅地方咧，我哋會參觀嘅。到 K2 咧，其實至到 K3 咧就係每一個主題咧，我哋都會去唔同嘅地方啦。你見到頭先有 Country Club 啦，即係我哋帶佢其實去香港嗰邊嘅 Hong Kong Country Club 咧，同佢哋去打保齡球啦。游水啦、打 tennis 啦嗰啲嘅，其實都喺課堂裡面會進行嘅。咁另外咧，我哋都會參觀一啲嘅場館啦，例如就係我哋嘅譬如去Space Museum 啊，或者係 Science Museum 啊嗰啲，我哋都會帶佢去參觀。咁呢啲咧其實咧都係一啲既定嘅情況。咁另外咧，仲有啲可能係特別啲嘅，譬如可能我哋會參觀立法會啊，甚至乎係其他嘅地方咧。如果我哋發現咗一啲嘅新嘅即係參觀嘅景點，好適合喺個課堂裡面或者係課程裡面推行嘅話咧，其實我哋都會帶小朋友會去參觀嘅。咁而呢啲咧就通常我哋每一次即係每一個單元裡面咧，其實我哋都會出去即係出去參觀一次。因為頭先你都見到小朋友咧，其實係 inquiry-based learning 咧，其實小朋友係必須要去觀察同埋要去體驗，然之後咧先至會可以將學習嘅內容咧去融會貫通，甚至冇係懂得去問問題。咁所以呢個其實都係參觀係我哋一個即係比較即係着重啦，甚至冇可能係請一啲導師啊，甚至冇啲專業人士咧嚟到學校裡面咧去做一啲嘅即係課後課堂上嗰個講解。咁呢啲都係課堂嘅裡面嘅內容會推行嘅。好，呢位家長有個問題係咪？
校長你好，我想
你好
頭先睇到你嘅課程嗰個講解都好全面咯。咁去到 K3 咧，會唔會有一啲升小嘅銜接適應課程？因為其實 K3 同埋去到 P1 嘅時候嗰個即係都幾唔同嘅一個學習嘅模式。咁想睇下喺呢方面有冇學校有啲課程或者一啲支援咁樣樣？
好，明白。咁咧其實咧，我哋本身你見到頭先小朋友上堂，我哋 K1 嘅學生咧其實都好定㗎啦，係咪？咁所以其實我哋 K1 咧，我哋已經係有一啲嘅課程咧，已經慢慢融入咗一啲 K2 嘅元素落去㗎啦。咁而 K2 咧，我哋已經慢慢融入咗一啲 K3 嘅元素。而我哋嘅 K3 咧，其實咧如果你嚟到學校度參觀啊，或者係 Open Day 嚟到嗰陣時候，我哋有少少嘅課業你都可以睇得到嘅咧，就係我哋 K3 咧，其實本身我哋個學校嗰個課程嘅內容咧，其實都已經貼近咗小學嘅情況。咁所以好多家長咧畢業嗰陣時候咧都有反映到咧，就係佢哋上小學一年級咧，佢哋覺得係 honeymoon year 啊。即係佢哋覺得好似仲少咗嘢做嘅，咁或者係仲可學習嘅內容咧好簡單嘅咋。有啲小朋友翻嚟同我哋講：哎呀，我全部都識晒㗎啦，我都明㗎啦，嗰啲數學嗰啲加減數啊，甚至乎可能嗰啲概念啊，其實佢哋都已經掌握得好好。咁所以其實喺尤其是私立嘅學校啦，我哋係會比較多啲嘅準備咧，係幫小朋友咧去上到去小學。所以其實我哋都會有相對嘅功課或者係相對嘅學習嘅內容咧，去幫小朋友嘅。咁所以喺嗰個中文啦、英文嘅課程上高咧，其實都會比較係貼近 K3 咧，其實已經係比較貼近咧嗰個小學嘅情況。所以點解我哋學校有校本嘅課程？我哋K1 其實已經係用緊出邊坊間可能係 K2 嘅學習材料或者個內容㗎啦。咁因為我哋希望小朋友咧唔好嘥咗嗰3個鐘頭嘅時間，同埋咧其實我同小學嘅校長啦，甚至乎我哋中學嘅總校長咧，我哋都希望我哋喺個課堂裡面咧，小朋友可以即係又愉快啦，又充實咁樣學習。我哋希望小朋友喺課堂之後咧，佢哋可以去參加下啲興趣班啊，甚至冇有足夠嘅時間休息。我哋都唔係好想去咧有譬如太多嘅時間要出去補習啊，或者要學習。我哋希望喺呢個3個鐘頭裡面咧，係濃縮咗呢個課程之餘咧，其實喺小朋友喺個活動上高可以即係完備多啲，幫小朋友可以順利升到小學。咁其實有啲家長咧都問咧，我哋學校有冇啲興趣班嘅？我哋學校係有興趣班提供嘅。咁不過咧係我哋係星期六嗰段時間進行嘅。咁但係星期六咧我哋就冇校車供應，咁所以咧其實就需要家長咧自己帶小朋友翻嚟。 咁個興趣班咧，包括有中文啦，有英文啦，甚至乎咧，我哋會有啲 LEGO 班啊、畫畫班啊，同埋有小蜜蜂團隊。小蜜蜂團隊咧，即係女童軍團隊，不過咧係男孩子同女孩子都可以參加嘅。咁所以呢個咧都係我哋星期六嘅興趣班或者係課後活動嘅。係呢位家長。
校長你好。
你好。
我想了解下咧小一咧數學佢係英文教定係中文教啊？
小一係英文教數學嘅，即係一年真小嗰度係要英文教數學嘅。不過咧我哋其實咧，因為中文老師同英文老師咧，因為你見到我哋都有啲小朋友升本地嘅小學嘅，即係意思即係津貼嘅小學。咁所以其實我哋除咗主力咧係用英文老師教之外咧，我哋本身喺嗰個課堂裡面咧，我哋中文老師咧都會同小朋友咧做一啲相關嘅遊戲同埋個活動嘅。因為例如咧學習時鐘啦，或者係學習時鐘咧譬如中文嘅時鐘嗰個情況概念咧，同英文有少少分別嘅。英文咧係咪quarter to 或者quarter past 嘅？咁另外中文咧其實係可能係12時正、12時半咁樣，然之後12時10分咁。呢啲可能係同英文大概都會有少少分別咁，所以呢個中文老師同英文老師都會有教。甚至乎係錢幣。錢幣其實喺中文同英文咧都會有相對有啲唔同嘅，咁所以我哋中文老師咧都會教錢幣嗰個內容嘅，咁所以其實我哋個課程唔單止係有主力係英文嘅元素，但係我哋中文嘅元素我哋都會按翻嗰個需要咧，我哋會加入去嘅。
另外咧就我未實際深入 research 啊，但係即係有睇過你中學又有真光女書院同又有真光中學，其實係 partner 定係點樣？即係咪同一個 family 咁樣呢？
其實真光女書院咧，其實係同我哋同一個校董會嘅，所以我哋開校董會嗰陣時候，我哋會一齊嘅。咁但係咧，如果係小學部嘅小朋友升上去咧，其實主要就係九龍真光中學嘅。咁個情況就係咁樣，係啦。咁但係至於佢哋嘅 percentage 有幾多啊，或者係點樣聯繫咧，其實就要聽一聽翻小學部嗰個嘅安排啊，或者係個課堂嗰個情況講解翻俾你聽。咁可能喺個入學簡介會裏面咧，佢哋都會去講翻個 percentage 啦，或者係點樣去做聯繫嘅小學即係中學同小學嗰個聯繫嘅情況。但係喺我哋而家幼稚園部所知嘅咧，就係我哋個真光女書院咧，其實係同我哋同一個校董會嘅。好，有冇家長仲有其他嘅問題？好，暫時未有係咪啊？咁咧好多謝，亦都好多謝各位家長咧嚟臨我哋嘅講座啦。咁知道有啲家長咧都可能或者想了解翻個情況嘅，咁可以會後可以留低啦。咁我哋今日嘅內容咧，其實我哋都錄製咗一啲片段咧，我哋希望咧可能喺稍後嗰啲時間咧可以上載翻俾大家嘅。咁如果對於學校有啲咩疑問嘅，一陣間都可以留低再問我哋嘅。好多謝各位家長。